Hello everyone, I am the person who made the page. As we know, Michael Jordan fans are the worst NBA fans, that is right. But today, we are doing an NBA video. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more NBA content. So Russell Westbrook, he's been playing well the last couple of games with Denver. The last handful of games. But he's doing really well in Denver. Russ with Nikola Jokic, averaging for season 13.2 points per game, 45% from field goal, 32% from three, 5.1 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.6 steals, and I think last 5 games he's been averaging almost a triple double, and this is great for Russell Westbrook. This is what he needed to revive his career. With all those years, last couple of years, he's been just subjected to blame, for things that really aren't his fault. With the Clippers and Lakers, when those teams were succeeding, he was always the poster guy to be blamed for them losing, and it's just not fair, It wasn't fair for the type of guy who Russ was, because I think when he was with the Lakers and those teams, he was still averaging like 15.8 a game, and 15 in 2023, 15.8 a game, 48% from the field goal range, 35% from three, 7.6 assists, and similar stats in the year prior with the Lakers. And his main year with the Clippers, 2024, 11.1, 45%. Obviously with James Harden coming in that year, his stats did go down. But those last 2 seasons before, he was playing well with the Lakers and Clippers, putting up pretty good stats. It was just that every time that he, messed up, may have had an air ball, the next day it's all over social media. House of Hoops, House of Highlights, Bleacher Report, all of those platforms instantly reporting on what he did, but they're not reporting on the way LeBron James was playing and how he could, how his leadership is at fault for the Lakers losing a lot of games. And I just don't understand it. Every single star that comes to LA has to adapt and change their entire playstyle in order to play with LeBron James, and it's not right. No player should have to do that. I should not have to change how I play in order to fit in your system. And I'm not. This isn't me attacking LeBron James. I respect him. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I enjoy watching him, but just how Russell Westbrook was treated in LA, I just don't stand for. I don't understand how one guy, and this is how dumb Laker fans are, they are so crazy to the point where they are just subjecting one guy to the blame for the entire team losing. When there are 4 other guys. This is what I do with Michael Jordan fans. Because Laker fans, they're also Michael Jordan fans. Because they're Kobe and LeBron fans. And Kobe and LeBron fans are the same as Michael Jordan fans. But I get back to my point. There are 4 other players on the team. So those 4 other guys aren't subjected to blame when Anthony Davis was injured. Which, you can't control that, obviously. But, Wenyen Gabriel, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Carmelo Anthony, they weren't subjected to blame when they were also playing bad. Hello? So, those guys aren't subjected to blame either? I just don't understand it. And the next year with the Clippers, when they start playing bad, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Zubac, Paul George, Terrence Mann, those other guys aren't subjected to blame. It's always on Russell Westbrook. If he has a bad game from shooting, like all-stars in the league, he's always subjected to blame. But when LeBron James or someone else has a bad shooting game, you won't hear about it. Well, unless some of these LeBron hater pages on YouTube post about him, but if Kawhi Leonard has a bad shooting game, you won't hear about it. Like, you saw what they did the other night. Kawhi Leonard scored 12 points in his comeback. Shit was all over YouTube and Instagram. So, you know, I don't understand it. You know, one guy should not be the reason that the team loses. The blame should be on the entire team, including the coach, because he's the guy out there that's calling all the shots, really. And it's not fair to blame it on one player. But to get back to what Russ is doing in Denver, Nikola Jokic, he has fully unlocked this guy. Russell Westbrook has just gone back to being that Robin role like he was in OKC in the early KD days. He's going back to that kind of Robin role next to Jokic like he was with Kevin Durant. I mean, it's not the exact same role, but it's just it's similarities. You know, he's kind of going back to being the number 2. And you know, with Nikola Jokic, he's just unlocked his entire game. Revive Russ. They allow Russ to make mistakes and, you know, learn from them like they do with their other players. You know, that's why Jamal Murray has to become such a great player, because he's been struggling, you know, last few seasons, but they aren't just going to be like, you know, oh, we need to trade him, he's not playing well, and just instantly get him up out of there. You know, they actually allow their players to work through their struggles, and they coach them through their struggles. And, you know, every time a player plays bad, Lakers, Clippers, trading them is not going to work. Just like with D'Angelo Russell, you know, he was going through a rough patch, but I think he made the most threes in a season out of any Laker last season. That was really good. But you want to trade him just because of the last few games for a player that is kind of worse? I'm not saying Finney Smith is a bad player, but I mean, he's not as good as D'Angelo Russell, and you're just giving him up. Give up D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, who they could have developed, for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, who hasn't really been playing. So, I mean, Smith has helped the team in certain ways, but he doesn't have an impact on the team like D'Angelo Russell had, and it's just stupid. You know, it just makes no sense to what these people are doing in these franchises. Just over the James Harden trade, that made no sense. You already have Russell Westbrook on the team. Why would you need James Harden? So you can just bench Westbrook and blame him for everything when he has a bad game? It's just crazy. But Russ, he's prospering, and, you know, Denver, he's helping them win. He's now inserted back into the starting lineup. And I've been saying this for a while. You know, he can play with Jamal Murray and those guys in the starting lineup. You know, in the right circumstances, Russell Westbrook can start in the starting lineup. He can't start with a ball-dominant player, but he can start in the starting lineup under the right circumstances, and he can still be an all-star in the NBA because of his play style. He still can be an all-star in the NBA, but I doubt, you know, he'll still be one because of the numbers. You know, he's averaging like I said, 12 points a game, like 13 points a game and stuff. But there are obviously there are other guys who are playing, you know, maybe a little bit better than him. You know, SGA is going crazy, but you know, he doesn't. If I voted for him for All-Star this year, but he's probably not going to get. You know, he's probably not going to get in. But yeah, that's really it. Definitely, I'm happy to see Russell Westbrook doing well in Denver. You know, so that was the video for today. Just make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.